Finding Meaning by David Kessler. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. Acceptance doesn't make you whole again. It leaves you asking, what now? Introduction. You've reached acceptance, the supposed final stage of grief. You understand your loved one isn't coming back. But acceptance doesn't explain why you still feel lost. That is the thesis of Finding Meaning, the sixth stage of grief, by David Kessler. The man who co-wrote the book on the 5 stages now reveals what comes after, the stage no one told you about. Grief demands more than acceptance. Most people think acceptance is the finish line. You accept the death, you move forward, you heal. But acceptance is passive. It's acknowledging reality without transforming it. You can accept that someone died and still feel their absence like an open wound every day. Acceptance doesn't restore purpose. It doesn't answer how to live with the loss. If you've lost someone and reached acceptance but still feel stuck, you're not broken. You're standing at the edge of the 6th stage. Acceptance is not the end of grief. It is the beginning of a new relationship with loss. Meaning doesn't erase the pain. It transforms it into something you can carry. Meaning is something you make, not something you find. Meaning doesn't exist in the loss itself. A death is not meaningful. Meaning only emerges when you choose to build it. Parents whose children died from preventable causes turned their grief into advocacy. They lobbied for new laws, started non-profits, and made sure other families wouldn't suffer the same tragedy. The death itself held no meaning. But these parents created meaning by deciding their child's life would protect others. You might create meaning through service, through changing a system, or by allowing the loss to reshape your priorities. But waiting for meaning to reveal itself guarantees you'll stay stuck in acceptance. Meaning is not handed to you. It is forged in the fire of grief. The question isn't whether meaning exists, it's whether you're ready to create it. Your grief doesn't need a timeline. The world wants your grief to be linear and brief. You're supposed to move through the stages in order, arrive at acceptance within a reasonable time frame, and return to normal. But grief doesn't work that way. You can circle back through anger years after acceptance. You can feel depression and meaning at the same time. The 6th stage doesn't replace the first 5. It coexists with them. Some days you'll feel meaning. Other days you'll feel nothing but rage. The people who heal aren't the ones who grieve fastest. They're the ones who allow grief to be messy, non-linear, and permanent. They stop apologizing for still feeling sad. Grief is not a problem to solve. It is a reality to live with. The 6th stage doesn't end your grief. It gives it purpose. If this changed how you think about grief, someone in your life probably needs to hear it too. Final summary. This summary of Finding Meaning by David Kessler connects 3 truths. Acceptance is only the beginning. Meaning is something you actively create, and grief has no expiration date. But the full work goes deeper. It walks you through the exact steps to identify what meaning might look like in your specific situation. It shares stories of people who found meaning in seemingly unbearable losses. It addresses the guilt that comes with finding meaning and the fear that moving forward means forgetting the person you lost. If you've ever felt stuck in grief or pressured to move on, this reframes everything. We're putting together the complete summary right now with a visual infographic and animated video. Follow it in the StoryShots app to get it the moment it's ready.